Some people can't wrap their mind about the fact that you still have a smile on your face. Some people can't wrap their mind that, yeah, they told you you're not gonna be nothing. And all you did was laugh and bounce back, laugh and keep going. And some people are baffled. Regardless of the obstacle of what you're facing, they mistake. They think you're flexing with but all it is your faith. Can I tell you that your grind is unmatched? Your grind, your bounce back game is unmatched, and people cannot wrap their mind around it. They cannot wrap their minds around it, try to figure out how you keep rising. How it is that you keep rising, how it is that you keep showing up, how it is that you keep trusting, how it is that you keep talking about your faith, even though you don't have the thing that you've been talking about. They're looking at you and tell you that your grind is a whole flex. Somebody mad right now because of your grind. They want you to stop, but you are unstoppable. You're unstoppable. Somebody has mistaken your pit stop as a final destination. They think where they left you, they're gonna find you. You're not gonna be in the same place. It is something about you. You're a chosen one. They don't realize that yet. Or they see that every time they throw dirt on your name, you rise up. Every time they try to stop you, you go even harder. Every time they talk about you, all you do, you brush the dirt, you laugh and you keep it moving. You don't even entertain into the foolishness. They're looking at you right now and they are mistaking your grind. They think you're trying to flex, but all it is your faith. That's it. So listen, yo, before I get into the message, I want to say thank you for those who are new on my channel. You're welcome over here. And here, it's all gas, no break. We are not letting up. For those who that they are returning to watch, I love you all so much. I love you all so much. Thank you for rocking up, for pressing the like button. And it is beyond the mind understanding. Life is for real. And please know that I appreciate each and every single one of you, whether you're old or new. No, please know that I love you so much. And before we get into the message, I am reading from some index card that I have read in my mind. And I want to flow and to hear it on today, and maybe somebody's looking at you and he's baffled that you keep showing up, that you keep on smiling. They're baffled that you're happy regardless what they send or done to you. Baffled about the grind. The grind is flexing right now. Let's go into the first one. Ecclesiastes 9:1. 9:11. Some of you may have seen that number, and listen, this is your message. It says, I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to the men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. The race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, but time and chance happen to them all. Slow and steady wins the race. So listen, that's the first one. It says, but time and chance happen to them all. Slow and steady wins the race. You are now out here not competing with everybody or anybody. You realize that it's a race against yourself. It's a race against the old version of you. The competition is with you, with your own self, your own competition. They got eyes fixated on you, but you got your eyes fixated on the goal. You got your eyes fixated on coming out of the pit, and you got your eyes fixated on being healed. Slow and steady wins the race. Listen, but time and chance come to them all, and due season you will have your chance, you will have your time. It comes to all of us. To everything there is a season. So you don't have to outrun the next person. You don't have to outrun the next person. You realize that you matured in that journey of speed, and you're walking in your own faith. And they looking at you and they feel like you're flexing. Regardless of what you have in your hand, regardless of the tangible, somebody look at you and baffled and inspired and admire you because of your grind. And your grind, or some of you maybe got intimidated and realize that all the things that we're doing to you cannot stop you, cannot keep you down, cannot keep you in a stagnant mindset. They realize that. So every time you show, every time you talk about your faith, every time you remind them that you are going to do better, anytime you do these things, it come off as a flex. They don't realize that the struggle that you have to go through. They don't realize the things that you had overcome, because it's making them look easy. But it is not. It's not easy at all. It looks easy, but it's not. People doesn't understand. You make it look easy to them, and so they get it confused. They think it is a flex when it's your faith. Not realizing what you had went through in the back sense, in the background, what you have to do in the late nights to the early morning. Maybe some of you sleeping in your cars. Maybe some of you trying to sleep in somebody's couch. You need money. They don't see the tears, or they see that you show every day with a bright light, and you show up ready. You show up ready. Let's go to the next one. Your life is meant to be lived against the grain. Your life is meant to be lived against the grain. You are not like everybody, because you've always been set apart. Even when you were unaware of who you truly are, even when you were walking in darkness, because listen, even when you was walking in darkness, you were never coming in that devil energy. Your heart was always being pure. You was just unaware in witchness, darkness. You was even unaware of dark and light, and to bring us into this low vibration. But let me tell you something, sweetheart. You are meant to live against the grain. You were never meant to be, with the crowd. Never meant to fit. And so because you think different, because you operate different, because you show up, because you believe something different, people looking at you, trying to figure out who you think you are. I don't really have nothing. Why you worried about me? What's your issue? It's my grind or my faith who have been called. It's what I have been called to be, or any of you has been called to be in any sector of what you're doing. You're not meant to be like the rest of your family. You're not meant to be like the rest of your friends. And that's why that sometimes we get hit so hard at the front line, and we're standing on the front line. And people are baffled, but keep getting hit, you keep getting wounded, they keep shooting at you, they keep throwing darts, and you keep putting swords in your back, and you still show up. You're still showing up with a smiling face. You're still praising your Lord. That one day it's gonna get better, because that's just who you are, and that's how God made you. Somebody else can't walk in your shoes. They can't walk in your shoes 2 steps. But you show up and grind, and they look at it as a flex. Don't realize all the struggle that they actually caused you to go through. So God gonna show people what it looked like to have faith, what it looked like to come out of the pit of hell, what it looked like to get out of the mud, what it looked like to be the dog in the fight. He's going to use you. Most of us has been underdogs. The keep real chosen ones, the black sheep. People look at us as underdogs. They never expected us to be in this position. They never expected us to have the light. They never expected you to continue to overcome all these obstacles. They never expected that from you, ever. They knew it was something in you. But listen, the more you tap into it, you're showing a whole new version of you. And that's what God is trying to show you and show them. You are meant to live against the grain. Some of you are in jobs. Some of you are in positions that you know right now maybe it is the provision for you, but that's not your final destination. It's only serving that which God is really calling you to do. And let me tell you something about this. People get confused, especially religious people. They look at you and you answered the call, and like you gotta be sitting, living this life like you can't actually live that life. Or we should go do crazy things. When God is asking you to live in a call and submitted, righteous, obedient to what He's asking you to do, in the end of the day is going to put you on the right track of what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever your calling is, it can be anything. Anything. It can be doing hair, doing nails, maybe you into fitness, maybe you want to start your own fitness business. It's anything. Your calling is not like anybody else. You've been set apart. You are the light. You are the one who are in the front. You are chosen. You are the one to show people that you can do it different way and get to the same destination, if not quicker. They're looking at you like you don't mind getting out of the mud. Some people want a quick fix, and once they get it, they cannot keep it. And so they look at you and they mistake your life and your route. They mistake it. They think that you don't know what you're doing. You're silly for this or that. When God is just taking you on a route totally different. Listen to me. And some of you people will look at you and say, you're finished of what the swords they have been put on you. You're back. Or if you are passing in harsh or in crazy awakening, spiritual awakening, they don't understand that these are the moments that you're gonna have your transition to wake up and elevate. The moment you get it. Yeah. Don't you ever look down to somebody and his harsh and take a laugh out of it. You never know. Maybe this will be his blessing. Like my best blessing in life was the biggest ultimate betrayal. The 10 of swords. 10 swords in the back. I was supposed to be buried. Gone. I supposed to be not alive. And that was my blessing. That was my awakening.